Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to grade 5 class. My name is Mr. Darius Daka. Okay, so today, boys and girls, in social studies, we are going to look at the physical features of Zambia. Today, in social studies, we are looking at the physical features of Zambia. With me, boys and girls, I have a map, okay? I have a chart of a map on the board, which will help us identify the physical features of Zambia. So boys and girls, I believe and I hope you are ready to learn. So all you need is to get a book and a pen so that you can write down the notes, okay, as we look at the physical features of Zambia. So boys and girls, let's look at the word physical feature. What is a physical feature? So physical features are things natural things. Okay, so physical features are natural things. Natural things made by God. Okay, so boys and girls, you must understand that physical features are natural things made by God. These are natural things made by God. So boys and girls, can you give me some examples of physical features that you know? For example, we have got mountains. Okay, we have got mountains. Mountains are examples of physical features. We also have got lakes. Lakes are examples of physical features. We also have got rivers. Okay, we have got rivers, we have got swamps. Okay, we also have got hills. Okay, so all these, boys and girls, and many more are examples of physical features. So you must understand that examples of physical features are mountains, lakes, rivers, swamps, hills, and others. Okay, we also have got falls. Okay, for example, when we talk about the Victoria Falls, so we also have got falls. Okay, those are examples of physical features. We also have got escapements and many others. So you must understand that physical features are natural things made by God. Physical features are natural things made by God. Now, boys and girls, you must also understand that when it comes to physical features, for example, when you talk about a river, okay, a river has got a source. A river has got a source. So, a place where a river starts from is called a source. Okay? A place where a river starts from is called a source. For example, when you talk about the Zambezi River, the source of the Zambezi River is Kaleni Hills. The source of the Zambezi River is Kaleni Hills, and Kaleni Hills is somewhere there. Okay, so the source of the Zambezi River is Kaleni Hills. So a place where a river starts from is called a source. Okay, and then a place where a river ends is called a mouth. A place where a river ends is called a mouth. Okay? A place where a river ends is called a mouth. So for example, the mouth of the Zambezi River is the Indian Ocean. The mouth of the Zambezi River is the Indian Ocean. Why? Because that's where the Zambezi River ends. So a place where a river ends is called a mouth. A place where a river ends is called a mouth. All right, so that's it about the source and the mouth, boys and girls. And then, boys and girls, you must also understand that if a small river joins a bigger river, that small river is called a tributary. So, for example, we have got this one as a bigger river, and then we have got a small river which is joining a bigger river. This river is called a tributary. Okay? This river is called a tributary. Why? Because it is joining a bigger river. So it is called a tributary. Okay? It is called a tributary. And then a place where two rivers meet is called a confluence. A place where two rivers meet is called a confluence. So for example, this small river joins the bigger river here. So this place is called a confluence. This place is called a confluence. So boys and girls, like I said earlier on, a place where two rivers meet is called a confluence. A place where two rivers meet is called a confluence. So if a small river which joins a bigger river is called a tributary. Okay? A small river which joins a bigger river is called a tributary. So boys and girls, let me go through once more again. Okay? I said physical features are natural things made by God. Physical features are natural things made by God. Okay, so I've given you examples of physical features, boys and girls. I've given you examples of mountains, lakes, rivers, swamps, hills, falls. Okay, we also have got escapements and so on and so forth. Okay, so I also said a place where a river starts from is called a source. A place where a river starts from is called a source. And I've given the example of the source for the Zambezi River. I said the source of the Zambezi River is Kaleni Hills. The source of the Zambezi River is Kaleni Hills. And then I said a place where a river ends is called a mouth. A place where a river ends is called a mouth. So for example, the mouth for the Zambezi River is the Indian Ocean. The mouth for the Zambezi River is the Indian Ocean. Okay? And then I've drawn something here. I said if a small river joins a bigger river, that small river which is joining a bigger river is called a tributary. A small river which joins a bigger river is called a tributary. And then a place where two rivers meet is called a confluence. A place where two rivers meet is called a confluence. So boys and girls, you must be able to take note of these terms. I've talked about a source, a mouth, a confluence, and a tributary. You must make sure that you take note of them. All right. So boys and girls, you must understand that most of Zambia's land is a plateau. Most of Zambia's land is a plateau. Okay, so for example, we have got the Tonga Plateau in southern province, and we have got the Nika Plateau in northern province there. So most of the Zambia's land is a plateau. Okay, so now boys and girls, you must also understand that in Zambia we have got 4 big rivers. In Zambia we have got 4 big rivers. Okay, for example, we have got the Zambezi River. The Zambezi River is the longest river in Zambia. The Zambezi River is the longest river in Zambia. Apart from the Zambezi River, which has got a source from the Kaleni Hills, we also have got the Luangwa River. Okay, we also have got the Luangwa River, which starts from Mafinga Hills. You can see Mafinga Hills is up there, and that's where the Luangwa River starts from. Just where Mafinga Hills is, we also have got the Makutu Mountains. So Mafinga Hills and Makutu Mountains are found somewhere there. So this is where the Luangwa River starts from. Okay, so apart from the Luangwa River, we also have got the Lapula River, which is just at the border between Congo DR and Zambia. So we have got the Lapula River somewhere there. All right, and then we also have got the Kafue River. So those are the big rivers that we have in Zambia. So boys and girls, I said number 1, we have got Zambezi River. Number 2, we have got Luangwa River. Number 3, I said we have got Kafue River. And then number 4, we have Lapula River. Those are the big rivers that we have. Okay, though we also have got other small rivers such as the Chambeshi River, the Kabompo River, and other rivers. So you must be able to identify them on your map. Okay, you must be able to identify them on your map. So those are the rivers that we have, boys and girls. So boys and girls, in Zambia we have got 2 major escarpments, or we have got 2 escarpments in Zambia. We have got the Zambezi escarpment, which is just somewhere here. Okay, we have got the Zambezi escarpment in southern province. So the Zambezi escarpment is there in southern province. And then we also have got the Mchinga escarpment, which starts from somewhere in central province and goes up to eastern province. So we have got the Zambezi escarpment in southern province and the Mchinga escarpment in eastern province. So we have got 2 escarpments, boys and girls. You must be able to take note of that. So I said we have got the Zambezi escarpment in southern province, and we have got the Mchinga escarpment in eastern province. All right. So boys and girls, you must also understand that, like I said earlier, to say most of the Zambia's land is a plateau. Now, boys and girls, what is a plateau? What is a plateau? A plateau is a high, flat land. Okay? A plateau is a high, flat land. A plateau is a high, flat land. What is a plateau, boys and girls? A plateau is a high, flat land. Okay, so plateaus have fertile soils and mineral deposits. Plateaus have fertile soils and mineral deposits. Such areas attract human settlements. So the main reason, boys and girls, as to why many people settle on a plateau is because of the mineral deposits and because of the fertile land, meaning that most of the people go there to farm, okay, and they also go there to mine the mineral deposits that are found there. Okay, so the districts in the Copper Belt are on a plateau. The Copper Belt is just found somewhere there. So the districts on the Copper Belt are on a plateau. Okay, and then in the southern province, districts like Monze, Choma, and Colombo are on the Tonga Plateau. So in southern province, which is just here, most of The districts such as Monze, Colombo, and others, they are on the Tonga Plateau in southern province. Okay, and in eastern province we have got Chipata and Katete, okay, which is also part of the plateau there. Okay, so that's it about a plateau, boys and girls. So we must be able to understand that in Zambia, two examples of plateaus that I can give you are: number one, we have got the Tonga Plateau, okay, Tonga Plateau, and Nyika Plateau. So we have got the Tonga Plateau and the Nyika Plateau. These are the two examples of plateaus that we have in Zambia. So boys and girls must understand that a plateau is a high flat land, and examples of plateaus that we have are Tonga Plateau and Nyika Plateau. Tonga Plateau and Nyika Plateau. Okay, so let's go to an escarpment. What is an escarpment, boys and girls? An escarpment is a range of mountains that are steep on one side. An escarpment is a range of mountains that are steep on one side. So boys and girls, I gave you examples of escarpments in Zambia. Okay, so we have got, for example, Zambezi Escarpment, okay, Zambezi and Muchinga Escarpments. Okay, I've already explained on escarpment, so I said we have got Zambezi and the Muchinga Escarpment. The Zambezi Escarpment is found in southern province, whereas the Muchinga Escarpment is found in eastern province. Okay, so those are the two examples of escarpments, boys and girls. Okay, so I believe you are done this side, boys and girls. I can wrap so that I can give you some more notes. Okay. All right, so boys and girls, I hope you're enjoying the class. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the class. This is grade 5 class, social studies, and today we are looking at the physical features of Zambia. We are looking at the physical features of Zambia. All right. So, boys and girls, let's look at what a watershed is. What is a watershed? What is a watershed? Okay? A watershed is a highland that divides two river systems. A watershed is a highland that divides two river systems. Okay? A watershed is a highland that divides two river systems. So examples of watersheds that we have in Zambia are number one, we have got the Zambezi Congo watershed. Zambezi Congo watershed. Okay? Zambezi Congo watershed. And then we also have got the Zambezi Luangwa Watershed and Zambezi Luangwa Watershed. Okay, so these are the two watersheds that we have, boys and girls. So we have got the Zambezi Congo watershed. We also have got the Zambezi Luangwa watershed. Those are the examples of watershed we have. Okay, those are the examples of watersheds we have. Okay, those are the examples of watersheds we have. So let's look at river valleys. Okay, river valleys. Okay, so a river valley is a lowland between highlands. Okay, a river valley is a lowland between highlands. Okay, a river valley is a lowland between highlands. So in Zambia, most of the some parts of Zambia, boys and girls, must understand that they have river valleys. For example, we have got the Luangwa Valley in Eastern Province and the Zambezi Valley. Okay, so examples of valleys. Examples of valleys are Luangwa and Zambezi. Okay, we have got the Luangwa and Zambezi valleys. Okay, so these are the hottest places. Why? Because these are lowlands. They are the hottest places because they are lowlands. So, and these are also the driest areas of Zambia. So the river valleys are also the driest areas of Zambia. Okay, so that's it, boys and girls, about river valleys. So we've talked about a plateau, boys and girls. I said a plateau is a high flat land. A plateau is a high flat land. For example, Tonga Plateau and Nyika Plateau. We've also talked about an escarpment. We said an escarpment is a range of mountains that are steep on one side, e.g., or for example, Zambezi and Muchinga escarpment. So Zambezi escarpment, boys and girls, is just found there in Southern Province, whereas Muchinga escarpment is found there in Eastern Province. Okay, so we've also talked about a watershed. Okay, so a watershed is a highland that divides two river systems. A watershed is a highland that divides two river systems. For example, we have got the Zambezi Congo watershed and Zambezi Luangwa watershed. So those are the two examples of watersheds that we have in Zambia. And then we have also talked about the river valleys. A river valley is a lowland between highlands. A river valley is a lowland between highlands. Examples of valleys are Luangwa and Zambezi Valley. So Luangwa and Zambezi Valley, these are the driest places in Zambia, and they are also the hottest places. The Zambezi and the Luangwa Valley are the driest and the hottest places in Zambia. Now, boys and girls, you must also understand that in Zambia, we also have got lakes. Okay, in Zambia, we also have got lakes. For example, we have got Lake Tanganyika. Okay, we have got Lake Tanganyika, which is a Rift Valley lake. We have got Lake Tanganyika, which is a Rift Valley lake. And then we also have got Lake Kariba, which is the largest man-made lake in the world. We also have got Lake Kariba, which is the largest man-made lake in the world. Okay, we also have got Lake Mweru somewhere there. Okay, we have got Lake Mweru there, and we also have got Lake Mweru Antipa, which is found there. Apart from that, we also have got Lake Bangweulu. Okay, Lake Bangweulu, which is found inside or in the interior of Zambia. So we have got Lake Bangweulu, we have got Lake Mweru, we have got Lake Tanganyika, and Lake Kariba, which is the largest man-made lake in the world. Apart from lakes, boys and girls, we also have got swamps. We also have got swamps. For example, we have got Lukanga swamps, which are found in Central Province. We have got Lukanga swamps, which are found in Central Province, and we also have got Bangweulu swamps, which are found there. They're just near Lake Bangweulu. So we have got Lukanga swamps in Central Province and Bangweulu swamps, which are found near Lake Bangweulu. Okay, so apart from swamps, boys and girls, we also have got falls. Okay, we also have got falls. So in Zambia, boys and girls, we have got the Victoria Falls, which is the largest falls in Zambia. We have got the Victoria Falls, which is the largest falls in Zambia, and which is a major tourist attraction for Zambia, which is a major tourist attraction for Zambia. And these falls, we must also understand that it brings a lot of foreign exchange because of the tourists who come to view the Victoria Falls. Okay, so we have got the Victoria Falls in Southern Province there, and then we also have got the Colombo Force in Northern Province. So we must also understand, boys and girls, that the Colombo Force is the second highest falls in Africa. The Colombo Force is the second highest falls in Africa. So we have got a lot of falls, boys and girls, such as the Gonya Falls, which is also found on the Zambezi River, and other falls that are there in Zambia. So that's it, boys and girls, about the physical features of Zambia. So remember, we've talked about different plateaus. We've talked about plateaus such as the Tonga Plateau and the Nyika Plateau. We've also talked about the escapements such as the Zambezi and the Mchinga. And then we've also talked about the watershed, which is a highland that divides two river systems. Okay, so we have got the Zambezi Congo watershed and Zambezi Luangwa watershed. We've also talked about the river valleys. I've said a river valley is a lowland between highlands. A river valley is a lowland between highlands. Okay, so I've given you examples of valleys such as the Luangwa and Zambezi Valley. Okay, so earlier on, boys and girls, we also talked about a confluence. If you remember, we've also talked about a confluence. I said a confluence is a place where two rivers meet. A confluence is a place where two rivers meet. And then I've also said that a tributary is a river or is a small river that joins a bigger river. A tributary is a small river that joins a bigger river. Okay, I've also said that a place where a river starts from is called a mouth. Okay, if I can draw that again. So for example, these are mountains. Okay, most of the rivers, they start from the mountains, and this place is called a source. Okay, in case you are just joining us, so this is called a source, and then this one is a river. Okay, and then where it ends, for example, it ends in a sea or an ocean. This place where it ends is called a mouth. Okay, so this place where the river is ending is called a mouth. Okay, so if another river, a smaller river, is joining a bigger river, for example, the Kafue River joining the Zambezi River, this place where these rivers meet is called a confluence. This place where the rivers meet is called a confluence. And then this smaller river, which joins a bigger river, is called a tributary. This smaller river, which joins a bigger river, is called a tributary. Okay? is called a tributary. All right. So a smaller river joining a bigger river is called a tributary. And where the rivers meet is called a confluence. Where the river starts from, for example, the source of the Zambezi River is Kaleni Hills. So where a river starts from is called a source, and where the river ends is called a mouth. So boys and girls, just in case, there are some rivers which make some streams, okay, before joining the river, before joining a sea or ocean. So these streams, okay, they are what are known as a delta. Okay, so these small streams that are made by a river before joining a sea or ocean, okay, is known as a delta. So these small streams are known as a delta. So boys and girls, I believe you've enjoyed the class for today. Okay, so today we are looking at the physical features of Zambia. Okay, I believe you've enjoyed, and this has been Mr. Darius Daka. Until we meet again for another exciting class, it's goodbye and God bless you.